The following presentation is intended for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the show without the express written consent of TV2KLBC is strictly prohibited.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Reed McNally. I'm with the Bullhead City Police Department, and currently I'm the supervisor over the boating unit. It's the 4th of July weekend, and we're expecting a very busy weekend. The Bullhead City Police Department has about 11 miles of waterway. It starts at the base of Davis Dam. It ends at Rio Lomas Beach. We're responsible for patrolling that. We're responsible for boating safety on these waters and for enforcement of boating safety rules and regulations. So far we've had a pretty busy weekend. We have had a couple of accidents, and we're trying to enforce the laws and get a safety message out so that people don't get hurt this weekend. It's on the wrong side of the river.
Yep. Broken mirror.
Yep. Shut it off, man.
Yep.
Is that yours?
No.
The rental?
Yeah. Yep.
You know what you were doing wrong?
Huh?
You know what you were doing wrong? What? You're on the wrong side of the river. Oh, first time see it here. Okay, I understand that. Let's go. You wouldn't drive down the street. Shut it off. You know what I mean? Drive down the street.
Shoot.
Right? So,
But I was going behind this way, coming this way.
This way.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I had to move around to avoid from hitting you.
Yeah.
Right? You're supposed to be on the right side of the river. So when you're going up, you're on the Arizona side. When you're coming down, you're on the Nevada side.
Okay.
That way, we don't have these problems. Right?
96, we're just south of Merle.
I'm not going to give you a ticket, but I'm going to get your name and your information just because there's damage to that.
Hey, you need to kick us out a little bit. Yeah.
When you're riding like this, okay, you got to make sure you're on the right-hand side. And when you're approaching somebody, remember, if you don't have any power or anything on the boat, coming up, these things don't have brakes, so you can't stop them. So you got to be careful with that. They're going to charge you for that when you don't have it, bring it back. That's part of their business. That's how they rent these things. They like to have them looking good. You know what I mean? So, okay, any questions for us or anything?
No.
Okay. All right, guys, be careful,
All right,
okay?
thanks, appreciate it.
Take care.
Okay, so that last contact right there with those two on the Blue Wave Runner was a navigation rule. They were traveling north on the river on the Nevada side, which is, while you're going north, that's the wrong side. You should be on the Arizona side. It's just like a counterclockwise rotation when you're out on the river.
There are great benefits for members of Mojave Electric Cooperative, starting with the no-fee, always-on Co-op Connections card, good for savings on merchandise and services with more than 100 local and thousands of national merchants.
Kathy Fulweiler saved more than $400 on furniture from Mattress Land and Furniture.
I was so excited. I went back and I went and looked at additional businesses that honored it, and I tend to honor those businesses as well.
The Co-op Connection Card's prescription discount program is the strongest in the country. Paul and Kathy Mackey were amazed at what they saved the first time they used it.
It saved us so much money on our prescriptions.
It's been a godsend. They have a plan with the pharmacy that gives you a discount on your prescriptions. When we lost our health insurance, it just bailed us out tremendously. It's been a godsend from them.
And it's much better than the other kind of discount cards that you get.
The Co-op Connections Card, a member benefit from Mojave Electric Cooperative, caring for members.
This is a tire display, a towering tribute to the way Big O Tires does business. A straightforward stack of high-grade rubber and industry-leading trust. Built by the likes of Michelin, B.F. Goodrich, and our own Big O brand tires. It's a thing of beauty. Right now, buy a set of 4 installed in-stock Michelin or B.F. Goodrich tires and get $70 back after submission through October 1st. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Aquatic Pools and Landscape, uncompromising quality in design, construction, and service. Custom and fiberglass pools and spas. Beautiful landscaping and elegant lighting, masterful designs and installations. Complement your home and enrich your lifestyle with a Viking pool or Caldera spa. With a 30-year record of excellence, Aquatic Pools and Landscape, building success one customer at a time. Aquatic Pools and Landscape, 4300 Highway 95 in Fort Mojave.
Come over on this side. Turn that off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Yeah. Hey, I don't want that mirror too close to the boat. So where are you guys coming out of right now?
We literally just left our dock.
Okay. Do you guys know why we're talking to you?
I assume because we're a little close to bushes.
No. Do you know how you're supposed to travel this river when you're on it?
That's a weird question. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Okay, so like if the direction you're going is north, correct?
Stay on the right side?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
All right. So as you're going north, you want your right shoulder to the bank, okay?
Oh, okay.
Which is that direction, okay? Or actually east, you know, towards those mountains.
Understood.
And when you're coming back down this way, okay, you're on the Nevada side.
Yes, sir.
As you go up, you're on the Arizona side. As you're coming down, you're on the Nevada side.
Absolutely.
How much you had to drink today, man?
I mean, a beer, 2.
How long ago was that?
A couple hours.
A couple hours ago?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why don't you declip from there? How old are you?
23.
Really? Do you have your ID with you?
I do not.
Okay. Whose does this belong to?
It's my parents.
Your parents?
I understand that I should have been on the right side, but...
So do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Hop up here. I got you here. Watch yourself. Have a seat right here.
Do you have you had anything to drink today?
I've had a couple beers earlier as well.
How old are you?
22.
Okay.
Let's give her the dock line.
Yeah.
We just got to make sure that the mirror.
Have a seat, man.
Have a seat.
Okay, but can you guys tell me what's going on?
Well, yeah. We're talking to you about you going the wrong direction on the river, and I can smell alcohol on your breath, so we want to make sure you're okay to drive. Okay? Go ahead and sit straight there.
What's your name?
Mark.
Mark. I'm Garrett.
Okay, Garrett.
Now, Mark, not to be impatient, but can you explain to me what you're right now?
This is a Arizona Field Sobriety Performance Report. I'm going to ask you to perform a couple of field sobrieties since I do smell alcohol on your breath, and you were driving this, and you said that you have had a couple of drinks earlier, so I'm just ask you to perform a couple of field sobriety tests. I'll ask you a couple of questions, have you blow into a portable breath test, PBT, and if everything checks out, you can be on your way. If not, we might have to take this one step further, okay? I'm going to explain what I want you to do. I'm going to demonstrate what I want you to do, and I don't want you to try any of it until I tell you to go ahead and perform the test that I want you to do, okay?
And what about the camera?
What about the camera?
Is that necessary?
He's a news reporter, so he's out riding with us today.
So it's necessary.
Yeah, you're out in public, so you're out on a public river. Okay.
Just asking.
Okay.
You're bearing with me. I'm bearing with you.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. So this first test is called a palm pat. Okay. So what I want you to do is on this palm pat, there's one hand down and one hand up like this. Okay.
Okay.
And what I want you to do is count as you flip your hand over, okay? And I'll show you, okay? So pay attention to me, don't start, okay? I want you to go like this, ready? Starting in this position, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? And as you do that, I want you to do it quickly, okay? So you start off like this, 1, there you go, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay?
Switch it up on me.
Right, like this.
So you want me to start like this?
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Always finish on 2.
And then as you do it, you speed it up, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? So you understand that?
As best as I can.
Okay.
I mean, I know that I start here and then go from there.
Right.
All right.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Ask you to do is to blow into this machine through this tube.
Mark, do I have a choice on this?
Well, yeah, you do. You have the right to refuse it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because I've heard some stories. I've been chewing tobacco all day. I've been doing a bunch of different things. So I've heard some stories.
Okay.
Now I know if I fail once, it's going to be a bad deal for me. So.
Right. Well, all this is
it's
voluntarily, and all it's going to do is show where your blood alcohol is on this, okay? You do have the right to refuse it. You don't have to if you don't want to, okay? It's up to you. Absolutely. I'm asking you to voluntarily do it, but if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Now, with all due respect, Mark, I'm not. I just want to know what are the consequences if I say I do not want to?
There's none. There's no consequence at all.
Okay, now what were my results on the test? Like
you performed well.
Okay.
So there is no consequence for refusing this. Okay? And it's up to you. It just helps me see where you're at as far as drinking. Okay? My suggestion to you is if you don't want to do this, I told him, I'm not gonna bake you. That's you. My suggestion to you is I would get off the river.
Absolutely.
Okay? Because you have been drinking. We don't want anybody out here who has been drinking. Okay? This will tell me where you're at. If you're above or below. Okay?
Okay, it's really rocky now.
Yeah. So my suggestion to you is I would get off the river.
Mark, I'm gonna respectfully decline. I'm gonna get back on it. I'm gonna take her home.
Okay. That's fine with me. Okay? All right. reason why we're doing this is because I believe that you are not above the legal limit. Okay, that's what the PBT is about, to see whether you'd be above or below. Okay, I can smell alcohol coming from your breath. Okay, and as I talk to you more, okay, I just want to make sure that anybody who has been drinking doesn't come out here on the water. Okay, so I would suggest to you is that you don't come back out here for the rest of the day. Okay, so we will. You did well on the FSTs to the point where even if you didn't blow, if you would have done bad, okay, I would be taking you into the station right now, but you did well, okay? So just a little word of caution, okay?
Absolutely. Wake up. Mark, I respect what you do, because we take skiers out here and we see people that, you know, we want to keep away from our boat and stuff like that. So I totally respect it.
And even if you've had, like I said, I'm sure you agree that, you know, you need to be safe out here, okay? And if you take people out here, you have this young lady here, okay? You don't need to be drinking, because you never know what's going to happen out here, okay? All right? We understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. About all I got, man.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, guys. The reason for me not taking him in was because he did well on his field sobriety tests out here on the boat. He didn't. I didn't catch the number of clues that I needed to be caught. The number of clues to show me that he was impaired to the point where he shouldn't be taken in. Okay, or he was over impaired. To the point where I needed to take him in. He did the field sobriety test. He followed instructions. He did what he was told. His speech wasn't slurred. He didn't have a stuporous look about his face. His motor skills were good. His thought process was good. He was understanding everything that I told him. So from that point, there just wasn't enough clues that I saw that that indicated that I should take him in. The odor of alcohol was coming from him, but it was slight. It was something that was real light that was coming off of him. So I believe that he said he had knocked back a couple of beers a couple of hours ago, and that's probably what he did. And he isn't up to the point where that he is over the limit based on what I seen with his field sobrieties, with his speech, and even with his thought process. He was coherent and knew what was going on out here. It's just that he probably had a couple of beers a few hours ago and decided to come out, which isn't the smartest thing in the world to do, and that's the reason why we asked him to get off the river and towed him over to where he was staying at, just to make sure that he's safe and everybody else out here is safe.
Colorado River Eye Care Center promises you'll not only see better, you'll look better too. Superior Eye Care is not only about quality vision, it's about looking good and seeing better. 1 hour and same-day service at affordable prices, thousands of frames and designer sunglasses to choose from. It's easy to see why Colorado River Eye Care is everyone's first choice. 2840 Highway 95 or call 928-758-2020. Your vision is our #1 concern.
Serving all of Arizona, Demers Glass is family-owned and operated with 35 years' experience. Demers Glass specializes in installation, repairs, and upgrades of mirrors, windows, glass replacements, window tint, shower enclosures, as well as sunscreens. Demers Glass is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for all your glass needs. Don't let your broken panes break the bank. Call Demers Glass today to get a quote, 928-763-8833. That's 928-763-8833. Easy Fast Pharmacy has a vast inventory of medications for all your needs, including identical hormone replacement drugs. Easy Fast Pharmacy also carries a variety of pain creams. Easy Fast Pharmacy promises to have your prescriptions ready in 15 minutes or less. And don't forget to take advantage of Easy Fast Pharmacy's free prescription delivery service. Located in the Colorado Plaza, stop into Easy Fast Pharmacy for your prescription needs.
Keep Keepers of the Wild, a true animal sanctuary dedicated to the care and rehabilitation of some of the most exotic animals in the world, now rescued and living their lives in habitats especially created just for them. It's an experience your children will never forget. Keepers of the Wild in Valentine, Arizona, located at milepost 87 on historic Route 66. Visit us online at keepersofthewild.org.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. All the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. On the right track, baby, I was born this way. This is the part of me that you're never gonna ever take away from me. This is our eyes on hurricane.
Are you wanting to move your business? Maybe you want a place to start your business. We have the answer. Laughlin Town Center in the Needles Highway in Uptown Laughlin. An attractive center with over 40 suites and storefronts. Recently remodeled and ready for you. Located in the heart of residential Laughlin, just 5 minutes from Casino Drive. Opportunities abound with the residential population. Must drive for 20 minutes to access most services. As the economy improves, so does the reality that Laughlin Town Center is where your business ought to be. Call Steve Osen, property manager, for details.
What he was doing is he was riding up on the transom of the boat or the swim step. They're right at, in between a wakeless and a wake speed. He can ride there if they're above or below a wakeless speed. He can't do it if they're above. So we told him to get into the boat just for his safety. A lot of people think they would get thrown clear of the boat, and what happens is they end up grabbing onto the boat, slowing themselves down, and then get hit by the engine. So that's why that's against the law. It's actually a misdemeanor for the operator of the boat to allow that to happen. It's called negligent operation of a watercraft. Hey John, have him grab his driver's license and his papers and come over here. Did my partner explain to you why we were stopping you?
Not yet.
Okay.
For no vest, yeah.
What's that?
For no vest.
No, he's riding up on top in the back there by the swim deck or the sun deck. He can't do that. He's got to be seated in the boat.
Oh, you mean the guy was standing?
Yeah, no, not the guy standing. The guy who was sitting up on the back of the boat.
Oh, okay.
He's got to sit.
Second time here, bro.
Okay. Do you have the registration on you?
Yeah, right here. I guess it's right here.
Whose boat is it?
It's mine, sir.
All right, go ahead and get it out of there for me if you would.
Actually, it's my mother-in-law.
Okay. There was no fire extinguisher or no Type 4.
Okay. Is that your boat? No?
It's my mother-in-law. Yeah, it's mine.
You know why we're talking to you?
Because I was one driving.
Yeah, but you know what your violation was? The passenger was sitting on the transom. Well, you're above wake speed.
Okay.
You're responsible for everybody that's in that boat.
Yeah.
When you're above wake speed and you're heading down river, you need to have them sitting inside the boat, not on the transom where they're going to bounce out.
Have you taken a boater safety course or anything?
No.
You should really think about taking one. You can take them online. The California Department of Waterways, I believe it's called, has them. You can do it online, take you a couple hours. It'll make you a much safer boater. Then you don't have to learn the hard way.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I was just trying to come because I have a 3-year-old niece that jet ski flip and it's not working no more.
Right.
So some people were driving by and they had 3 vessels, you know, and people were driving by and they picked them up, but they don't want to. They're staying over there.
Okay.
They don't want to take them all the way to Harris.
Sure.
So I told them that I was gonna come pick them up, and
okay.
everything ended up happening this because that guy was standing up like you said.
Right. So take this. This is for you once he gets done with the paperwork. This is courtesy of Arizona Game and Fish. You need to have one of these on your boat all the time.
Now, what is this for?
This is a Type 4 throwable. So if somebody falls overboard, falls in the water, you can throw it to them and they can float. Yeah, it's not to wear as a life jacket. Don't put your arms through it. Think it's a life jacket. It's just there to throw to somebody. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Like I said.
And then you need to grab a fire extinguisher too.
You have to have it in the boat the whole time, right?
Yep, has to be in the boat the whole time.
All right, that's another good thing to know.
Yep, life jacket for everybody, and they have to be sized. Okay, so you can't put like a 12-year-old boy in one that's going to fit you, because it'll go right off his head. All right. Anybody that's under 12 has to have a life jacket on.
Oh, only after 12. Under 12.
Yep, under 12. Yeah, just because you didn't have ID on.
Oh man, we're being pounded, bro.
All right, thank you. Okay, so the stop was for one of the passengers riding on the transom, which is the deck part behind the back of the boat. Can't do that because, like we discussed before, you could fall off the boat, and everybody thinks, oh, I'll just fall off clear, and the human reaction is to grab onto something, which slows your fall, puts you into the propeller if it's a propeller-driven boat. Additionally, with an inspection that was done on the boat, it didn't have a Type 4 throwable, which is the square throwable, which is required on his boat. They didn't have a fire extinguisher. So Arizona Game and Fish has a bunch of those made up every year with their decals and logos on them to give out to people, with the idea of safety being behind it. He was given one of those. He doesn't have a fire extinguisher on board. He was cited for not having a fire extinguisher for the negligent operation.
The preceding presentation was intended for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the show without the express written consent of TV2 KLBC is strictly prohibited.
We got the new Temperflex, and it's got the spring and bounce of a traditional mattress.
You sink into it, but you can still move around.
And now that I have a Temperflex, I can finally get a good night's sleep.
I flop down on the bed and it's just like, oh, this is perfect. I can sleep now through the night.
Change your sleep. Change your life. Change to Tempur-Pedic.
Hey folks, I'm Joey Merrigan from Mattress Land and Furniture. Come see why we're the area's #1 Tempur-Pedic dealer, and that's a fact, Jack.
Attention, RV buyers. Paul Everett's RV Country in Laughlin and Bullhead City are liquidating millions of dollars of new and pre-owned inventory from 5 states. Save on motorhomes, toy haulers, and fifth wheels, including bank repos, buybacks, and closeouts. If you're looking to trade in and trade up, this is your chance to save. Because everything is priced to sell and no reasonable offer refused. Don't miss the $1 million liquidation sale going on now at Paul Everett's RV Country on Casino Drive in Laughlin and Highway 95 in Bullhead City.